In this video, we're going to be doing the first ever Pack and Roam State of Carry Update Fall Edition. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Pack and Roam. If you're new to the channel, I'm Kevin. And as I mentioned, we're going to be doing what I'm calling the State of Carry Update for Pack and Roam. Not sure I'm in love with that name, but that's what we're going with for now. So what I'm hoping to do here is maybe once a month at least, I'd like to do an update on what I'm carrying, what I'm testing, what's getting put back on the shelf after testing, and what's coming out for testing. So basically kind of a preview of what's to come and what you can expect in terms of reviews for the near future. So first up is the Defy Defender. I did a first look video on this recently. This is going on the shelf, or maybe on the wall, most likely on the shelf. So I use this for about 8 weeks, super cool bag, and I will do a full review very soon. And I did get, if you remember my first look, I was on the fence about the schlep pad. So I did pick up a nylon schlep pad because I wanted the webbing and the D-ring. So I may still order the Horween as well. But this is going up on the shelf. I've used it for 8 weeks. I'm going to do a full review. I got to know that bag extremely well, and I'll tell you exactly what I think about it. And these two are coming out for testing. So this is the Sea to Summit 18-liter day bag, and this is the added D2D Essential backpack. So both of these just arrived recently, and they were both sent to me for testing purposes. So the Sea to Summit Alpine Sea Company. Did I say Sea to Summit the first time? I meant Alpine Sea Company if I did. So this is the Alpine Sea Company 18-liter day bag. Super cool so far. Very cool materials. We won't get into all that now. I'll save that for the review. And then same with this. So when Added reached out to me, I'd never heard of them before. I don't know who Added was. And so I was hesitant at first, but I did take a look at their website. So they seem to be using pretty good materials and some pretty cool design elements. So I had told them to send it on over, and I will say that right off the bat, or I guess preliminarily, I'm relatively impressed. My expectations were low, and upon initial inspection, I would say my expectations have been exceeded. So I will let you know more about both of these bags as I carry them. A couple very cool features already, but I don't want to do any spoilers before the actual review. So a couple fall carry staples I want to mention that changes, I would say, to what I typically carry. Nano bags, although not a change, even more critical in my opinion in fall, especially on like an outdoor weekend, day-to-day day bag type setup, because farmers markets, harvest season, that type of stuff, you never know when you're going to need a little bit more space, and nano bags are great for that. I'm also testing these out for the first time, so I always, especially when it gets really cold, I always have the disposable hand warmers with me. And I got these magnetic ones. So they come in a pair, but they magnetize together. And they're rechargeable hand warmers. Very affordable on Amazon. And so far, I'm really liking them. Heck, I'm even using these around the house in the mornings when my hands are cold. And then we've got the Yeti flask. So I think did I mention this in a video recently? But I love the Yeti flask. This is definitely my new favorite flask. And that is right there in this quick access pocket up top. So there's that. I have upgraded to this is a 16 ounce Rambler, I believe it is, with the spill-proof lid on it, and then the channel logo. So I got a Yeti with the channel logo on it. This is a really cool size, and the fact that it's got a spill-proof lid is fantastic. All right, so that, I think this is kind of loaded out with some camera stuff, but I do love to have mechanics gloves. I believe I mentioned these in the Colorado video, and I do almost always carry these, especially this time of year. So in fall, you can get away with these because it's not that cold out. Dead of winter, these aren't going to do much for you. Well, at least not here in the Chicago area. And then most of this is camera gear in here. It's fall, the leaves are changing. I wanted to go out and take some pictures, but I will say for an insulating layer, I really like the Proof 72-hour merino sweatshirts. I've got this from Huckberry. I have this or the Arc'teryx Atom hoodie tend to be my main insulating layers. And then I usually pair those with the Outdoor Research 4A2. Haven't tried the 4A3 yet, but I may have to give that one a shot as well. So those are just a couple fall staples. Work carry wise, I have added this to the carry setup. Ooh, Ghost Coffee. I've mentioned Ghost Coffee in my videos before. If you are not familiar with Ghost Coffee, and you probably aren't because it's a very small local roaster here, but this is my current favorite. I love this. This is from Rwanda, and I'll put a link to this in the description. This is my current favorite coffee in the world, this specific roast. So I'll put a link to that in the description. Ghost Coffee is awesome. I love it. I've got my Outen grinder in there in case I want to brew coffee at work. And then I have one of these at work. The Yeti pour over setups works awesome. But if I want to go the other direction or I'm not going to work, a thermos type setup. This is actually a Yeti with like a thermos conversion kit that becomes essential carry this time of year. So little cup built in, then it's got a spill proof lid on there, and you're all set to go. You can throw this in a bag. This is 36 ounce, I believe, and you're all set. So that, and still carrying the Horween Void. And I don't want to get too far into the details on this bag, but stay tuned for reviews for both of these bags. And then I will say tech-wise, right now what I'm carrying, so personal tech is my MacBook Pro, and I've been using this is the Bellroy Tech Kit with a good weather resistance to it. And this is the Carryology X Bellroy version, which is great. It's perfect for this time of year. So this is kind of like my content creation setup in here. And then I do have a Hank from Everyday Hank EDC from Etsy. I believe I ordered this. So microfiber on one side, and it kind of matches the topo on my laptop. So very cool setup with this organizer for this time of year. I like the weather resistance it offers, and it's good to carry for these wet days. The X-Pack bag is going to be nice. This does have coated zippers. So very excited to test all this gear out, especially these two bags, and look forward to full reviews from me in the very near future. Otherwise, if you have any questions, comments, anything at all, definitely drop me a line below. I would love to hear from you. Meanwhile, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel and hit that like button down below for me. Thanks.